Welcome back to another episode of 393 Legacy, a Gorilla podcast. Oh, it's turning the corner to April. That's right. We turn the page into another month at the end of this week. And so we're going to visit with Mr. Ayden Olson here in just a second, but it is crazy time, as we like to say around here, because there seems like there's something going on every single day here at Solomon Schools. First off, we've got state assessments, which are the most important thing happening in third grade through our juniors. And so we wish them nothing but the best as they finish up their state assessments and do well there, represent Solomon and do their best, of course. And then this is another short week. I apologize for that. That's the way the calendar rolls sometimes. And so we've got Easter weekend coming up. And so Good Friday's off, and we have professional development on Monday. So no school Friday, no school Monday, 4-day weekend here coming up. And preschool and kindergarten roundup is on Thursday of this week. So as you watch this, it'll already have happened, but excited to welcome the new gorillas to this school. So we're going to walk across not the old gorillas, but we're going to walk across our current graduates here in just another month. And so as we turn the page into April, though, lots of things happening as we begin high school track at Mound Ridge. I'm going to go to my cheat sheet here. Mound Ridge on Tuesday. When we come back, golf is at Harrington Junior High Wheat State League Scholars Bowl. So they are at Harrington on Tuesday of next week. And then we look at next Thursday, Wheat State League Forensics is at Harrington as well on Thursday. Junior high track opens their season up at Bennington. And then our JV golf will head down to Harrington for their JV golf scramble down there. And then it wraps up the week next week with golf at Hillsboro, followed by our high school track team headed off to the Marion Relays. So a busy time. Next weekend, in fact, we also have driver's ed starting for some of our 8th graders and freshmen and sophomores. So they'll begin driver's ed Saturday morning on the 11th. That's followed by our powerlifting meet. Lots of opportunities for you to become involved and help volunteer. We need those volunteers. So if you're interested in helping with powerlifting, if you're interested in helping out with our youth track meet, which we're hosting, and if you'd also like to help out with just a regular track meet coming up, we would love to have you help come out and support the gorillas in that way. And so it's great to see everybody out here at Pizza Bingo last week. What a great time it was. The gym was packed. We had a great entertainment to begin the evening, and then it's always fun to play a little bit of bingo. So thank you all for coming out and supporting that great activity. Lots of fun opportunities for you to get your family out here and be a part as well. So I want to switch gears now that we got that in. I'm telling you, it lasts longer and longer because of all the activities. I'm going to sit back on the couch, and Ayden, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
So tell the listeners a little bit about yourself and your family.
Well, my name is Ayden Olson. I've gone here for all of my career of school.
Yeah.
I have 4 siblings. 2 have gone to school here. The other are not from here.
Okay. Perfect.
And I've always played sports.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're forgetting the most important part. So mom and dad, give a shout out to who are mom and dad?
That's my mom and dad.
Yeah. What's their names?
My dad's name is Jason and my mom's name is Edie.
Okay. Now you just made their day. Okay. So we've taken care of that. You're now going to be welcomed home. You know, you got to give a shout out to them because they have been great supporters of yours through your journey, right?
Very
much so. So how many days until we graduate?
35.
Okay. Well, you're getting there. You're not quite sure, but that's okay. So let's talk about that day, graduation coming up, and what's that going to look like? What's the feelings as you get ready to receive that diploma and shake hands across the stage?
Well, I'm going to be very nervous.
Going to be nervous? Why would you be nervous?
It's a lot of people watching.
Oh, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. What's your family going to think as you walk across that stage, the last one of the group? You know.
They're going to be proud.
They will be. That's right. All the hard work that you've put in to get to that moment in time. So there's no doubt. Let's talk a little bit about, what your plans are as you receive that diploma, and then where's life going to take you in the future?
I'm hoping to, well, I'm not going to go to college.
That's okay. You don't have to go to college. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yes. I'll go straight to work, and I want to paint for an auto body.
Okay. Okay. So does that mean Salina area technical as far as doing their collision and I think it's called, what is it called? Collision and paint or something like that?
Collision and repair.
Collision and repair. Yeah.
I would hope I don't have to go to technical,
Okay.
but if
Okay.
I do,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. It would
Perfect.
be easy enough.
Good. Good. There's definitely a need for that, and it's a challenging career as well. There's a talent to it. If I went out there and did it, no one would want to buy my product, of course. So there's no doubt. Let's talk a little bit about some of the activities and some of the things you've been involved, things you're most proud of as you've gone through the years here at Solomon.
Yeah, I've been involved in all kinds of sports throughout middle school and high school. In middle school, I did every sport.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
baseball to track, football, basketball. I really only did football in high school.
Yeah.
For the time that I could without getting an injury.
Yeah.
But it was very fun. I was very proud to be a part of that group.
Let's talk about people who, as we continue on, it's always a great time to reflect upon people who've had a great influence on you. Talk a little bit about some of those people that have that moment and that feeling in your life.
My parents have always been there for me and supportive. Miss Kilgore has always been a good influence on me. She always pushes me through my day whenever she sees me.
Yeah.
Mr. Reardon, he was my coach and teacher throughout middle school.
Sure.
He was really helpful.
Good. So you've mentioned some of those people that have been able to connect and stay with you over time, a couple that are obviously were with you in early junior high, upper elementary or middle school. So great that you've had that opportunity to still continue that connection with them as you push through and get to the finish line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what if we were to go back and talk to Ayden as an 8th grader or freshman? You knew this question was coming. And so then what would you do differently? And what advice would you give to maybe a freshman coming up to this 8th grade class and saying, hey, do this, don't do this?
Definitely tell myself to turn my work in on time.
Turn your work in on time. Yes.
Even if you do get it done late, it's not as good as getting it done on time. And keep with my friend group, because it's one thing I didn't do is stay with my friend group.
Yeah.
It's something I'll regret sometimes.
Well, the good news is that you're young, you're very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's very wise words too, but you're young enough to realize that treasure those relationships moving forward, right? You got to learn through those experiences and you've learned through those and that'll be great to take with you. And so just imagine how important those relationships will be in the future. And you've got great family support behind you there as well. So what's maybe any stories you want to share, funny moments that are appropriate for everybody to listen to and hear, but any stories or memories from your time? It doesn't have to be high school either. It can be junior high. It can be elementary. We've had all sorts of stories through the years or through the time on the couch.
Oh man. Let's see. I guess I got one. It was during our football game.
Okay, yeah.
It was in middle school. I was getting ready. I got thrown in at quarterback.
Okay.
And I was getting ready to hike the ball. Right before I smack my hands, I get my first cramp in my calf.
Oh, really?
And I just shoot down to the ground immediately screaming. And I was told it sounded like I got shot.
Oh,
That's
really?
the way I was screaming bloody murder.
Oh, really? You're thinking, as you were sitting there thinking of it, I know one I was thinking of, and of course, it's the stories behind getting to this moment are lots of stories to get to this moment, right? And a lot of things and adverse situations you've had to go through, and it's going to be a very wonderful moment when you receive that diploma, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, and I see your sister, and I see your mom and dad, and I remember probably one that maybe you don't know this, but I'll share this, is that they were so filled with pride and overjoyed what's at White City and watching you suit up and play football after having concussions, after going through everything, and just seeing the pride after you finish that game. It's just there's more to it than we talk about sports, but sports wins and losses are irrelevant. It's those moments to where, you talked about having a cramp and a funny moment, or the fact that I got a chance to see your sister and your mom and dad have that pride. And that's not just pride as far as being a football player. That's just pride in you and the person you're becoming and where life's going to take you. It's that pride. It sort of speaks to the wisdom that you just gave everybody as far as, it is about the relationships, not to give up on them, to continue with them. And you can always do that. So any last words for our listeners?
It was fun here.
It was fun here. Still work to be done, though. Correct?
Yes. Still got to stay on my work.
Still got to stay on that work. That's right. We got to get to that finish line, and you will.
Yeah.
And so I think that's part of it, is that I'm proud of the people that are been here to help get you back on track and get you to where you need to go, and where great that you have a great group at home that's supporting you. Mm-hmm. We always knew you had it in you. We know that you're going to get there. We know you're going to be successful in life too. I appreciate you taking a moment, sitting on the couch with us. Wish you nothing but the best. And 31 days until you walk. So enjoy the 31. They're going to go really, really fast. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, guess what? We will see you right back here on the couch next week as we visit with another wonderful senior on the 393 Legacy, a Gorilla podcast. Have a wonderful week.